Alright guys, so today we are going to be checking out Tube Shaper, and Tube Shaper essentially is just an add-on that allows you to create furniture base meshes as well as abstract shapes, and it just puts all of your geometry nodes basically in one place under your modifiers tab to make it really easy for you to get started creating. So let's not waste any more time, and as always, let's get creative. And as we can see, essentially we have just two profiles that we can kind of mix together, blend them together, and matching those profiles with whatever preset that we want to use will give us the base mesh that we desire. And from there, we have a few parameters that we can then change up, including the outer and inner radius. And this basically just changes your size and positioning depending on what part of the axis it is on. And as you can see, we also have a twist modifier as well. And so essentially, we just have a bunch of modifiers and nodes that have been kind of placed together for us, so we can kind of have one place that we can go to and see everything without having to go in and manually do different things like add deform modifiers, etc. So this add-on is really, really useful. Anyone who's looking to create any kind of base mesh for anything, whether it be architecture or hard surface or even organic models, it's really great to use that and just kind of play with the parameters there and see if you come up with any type of inspiration to really help you get going. So what we'll do next is we'll just kind of drop in another cube here. We have a scene that we've put together, and we just have Tube Shaper appended to our asset browser. So once we have dropped that on here, essentially we just drag and drop it onto our base mesh, and it will turn it into a Tube Shaper preset. And we head on over to our presets, and we just kind of go through them and see where we want to go once we find something that kind of speaks to us. So what I think I'm going to do here is maybe go with some sort of vase-like shape, as we have these other plants. Maybe do some sort of potted plant to kind of fit the scene here. And we just kind of go through and pick something, as kind of mess around and see. As I really like this shape that could be used for a hard surface. These shapes could really be used for anything. You don't actually have to use them just to create furniture pieces. So what we do here is just pick one of these. I think I want to go for something a little bit shorter. But what I tend to like to do is also to flip the curve, and flipping the curve just basically will just change the orientation and flip things upside down, which is an easy way to get an abstract shape relatively quickly. And just kind of changing those up with the different profiles. I like to do this spiral profile here. This is a great one to kind of come up with abstract shapes. And we have the ability to, like I said, flip those curves. And one of the other things we can do is also add in clicking the fill caps option, which will give us a closed off top piece if we want to make something that is more of a stand or just want to close something off. And as you can see, playing with that twist really just changes that shape up immediately. And one more option there, as we're going to flip the curve here and just kind of see what we come up with. And one more option there that we have at the bottom is the blur weight. And essentially the blur weight just is a sharpening of the bevel in your edges. So if you want to have something that has a little bit more smooth transitions in an organic shape, definitely turn that blur weight up, as that will really soften your edges and make that look a little bit more organic and smooth. And so we're just going to go through kind of settling on what I want to do here. Just settle up on something like this. I think we'll maybe make this a little bit shorter, something like that, in order to drop a plant in. And as you can see, that fill caps option there, open it up. And just to give us something to drop into a little bit more realistically. I'm liking that there. Just as you can see, just moving that outer radius and taking that blur weight down there, as you can see, made the transitions and edges on those corners a lot more sharp. Those bevels look a lot better there just from changing that weight essentially. And one thing about this add-on, it does automatically generate your UVs as you go through and play with your mesh. So essentially that will cut out a lot of time of having to go in and manually do those UVs, whether it be inside of Blender or with an add-on like ZenUV. But as you can see here, that's pretty much it. We have our base mesh pretty much where we need it to be. Next thing to do is basically just kind of drop in some plants and kind of move from there. So that's it for this one. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that like button and the subscribe button and click that notification bell. And if you want to pick up this add-on, make sure to head to the description down below. And by purchasing that add-on through that link, it directly helps our channel, as we do receive an affiliate commission. We also do have a few links to add-ons and material libraries that we have created ourselves for your enjoyment, so make sure to click those and pick those up as it helps us tremendously. So as always, until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.